my DP man. How they do that thing? I don't know. Okay, now I gotta slide in. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Jaja's Mic, home of the world's toughest leaders. It's a pleasure to have you. Today, I got a special guest by the name of Brandon Lilly. We met weeks back and he gave me a 2-hour special that was too big of a file to upload. So here we are again, different video, but this one's very specific and it's one that's close to home because as a man, I battled with pornography, right? I battled with it, you know? And today, I have an honest brother by the name of Brandon who's here to talk to you about the benefits of going away from pornography, literally, and what you gain from it. You know, what he's seen in his own personal experience. And I share this message with you because this is a topic that many men are still battling with today that we just don't speak on. We just don't speak on it. So my leaders, without further ado, I introduce you to Brandon Lilly. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Is it rolling? It's rolling. It's still rolling. I want you to open up, man. Yeah. Introduce yourself, man. Yo, what's up, lads and gentlemen, future leaders of what was it? America, was it? Yeah. So my name is Brandon Lilly. I'm here with Jaja. We met a few weeks ago, like he said. Yeah. I didn't know it was the file was too long to upload, but we did chat for well over a couple hours. He had to change out the drive a couple times, but we're here again, and we're here just to share, like you said, about, pornography, right? Yeah. You know, I struggle with it, he struggled with it, and if I struggle with it and he struggled with it, and we're all the same, I'm sure hundreds of millions of other people are struggling with it too. Yeah. Now, like, going to where I was even before I stopped, like, so before, you know, I had a girlfriend. I broke up with her a year ago, as of like around this time of the year, and like since then, like I really had no outlet to express myself just creatively as a human being. So like any other person who dives into devices, whether it be drugs or food or television, mine was porn. So anytime I had an urge not only to express myself, but anytime I was stressed or anytime that I was feeling down or that I wanted to go out and do something and there was no one there, I was like, you know what? I got my best friend, pornography. So that was on and off for quite a bit of time, and I realized that at a certain point, like not even from reading anything, just from my own experience, at a certain point it just started like deplete me as a person, as a human being. I would go out, like go to work or interact with other people, and it would make me feel bad about myself. Like I didn't have any integrity towards myself, that I wasn't a person of value because I was doing something that was belittling me as a human being. I was just defiling myself with, you know, this act of a screen and some pixels and people that are essentially not real if you look at it through the perspective that they're just on the other side of the screen. You don't even know if it's real or not. And so like so what I really try to do is I try to break it up and really try to interrupt that pattern of, you know, feeling that urge and going out and doing something. And obviously, I mean, I still felt that urge to want to masturbate, wanted to release myself with porn. And so it's kind of like anything else. You want to like kind of wean off of it. Yeah. And so that's what I kind of did. I just stopped watching pornography altogether. But the thing is, I replaced it with something else. I replaced it with social media. You got girls doing yoga. You got people at the beach. It's the summertime. Whatever it may be, and I'm just going through their photos and feeling the same type of stimuli I did with pornography. So that now became my new vice, and I was like, oh, I'm doing better now because, well, it's not pornography, it's pictures of girls on Instagram. Right. But it did the exact same thing to me as not only a person, well, not only as a man, but as a person, and viewing people in an objective manner. Not only women, but men as well. And kind of me, myself, because I started to, after some time, realize that it was doing the same thing, that I was sort of considering myself as an object as well. An object just to be released whenever there was a buildup of some sort of energy. And it wasn't until I read what book was it? The Multi-Orgasmic Man by Mantak Chia. And he talks about like sexual energy in his spirit, use it in a way to increase your creativity, increase your vitality. Just use it in a way to express yourself through different avenues that you actually wish to explore, rather than using it as a point of release simply for the act of, you know, animalistic behavior, sex, which is not, you know, the most important thing after coming to this realization. But so I did some of his practices for a while. They worked, and I started to fall back on it again. I started to fall back on those, and I went back into the same habits. It wasn't until I moved and really had to start observing myself and the habits and the things that I was doing that I really start to see the disconnect I was feeling, not only from but from people around me. The disconnect I was feeling from people around me. So going out and got my new job, talking with people, going out having a drink with some people and viewing them differently, not being able to look them in the eyes, not being able to carry a conversation, that I realized that most of my problems were stemming from the fact that I did watch pornography, and I did release myself watching these things. Same thing with social media. And that really, like I said, that made me feel like I had no character. That I wasn't a person of character. I didn't have any value, no integrity. And it wasn't until I just made the commitment to stop, because I realized that it wasn't doing me any good. It wasn't being of use to me. So I just quit it like cold turkey. And anytime that I felt that urge to do it again, I would go out and run. I would go and I would just beat myself physically, whether that be through lifting, running, you know, any type of physical activity, playing ball, and just exhaust myself until that energy was gone. And the more I started to do that, the more I started to see more strength in my own like character, and seeing myself more in a higher light rather than someone who just releases himself and gives himself to everything. And with that, you know, came like confidence and things of that nature, more integrity. And when I actually go out and speak to people, talk to people, I'm able to look them in the eyes. I'm able to connect with them. I see them more as a human being, as, you know, as weird as that may sound, as a person to then just satisfy my own needs.
Right.
And like that has given me profound confidence, has given me profound self-respect for myself. It's just allowed me to make deeper connections with more human beings.